Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I was inspired to do this video, things that make me happy, things that I love, because I remembered my video that I did a while back called Things That I Hate. I remember you guys really enjoyed that. I had fun filming it. And I actually had kind of a crappy start to my day today, so I figured why not try to add some positivity by doing this video. Now for the most part, I'm a pretty positive, upbeat person, but I do have my down days, but these are things that no matter what, they always make me happy, and I just love these things in general. I love checking things off a to-do list. I love making a to-do list and then checking things off of it. It is so satisfying to me, I don't know why. But for instance, I make to-do lists on my phone all the time, and being able to delete things off of it and check things off and then have a completely blank slate at the end of the day makes me feel really good. Going along with that, cleaning also makes me happy, which is kind of ironic because I tend to be a very messy person. For the most part, my bed is not usually made. There are clothes everywhere in my room. This is my boyfriend's room. It's a lot cleaner than mine, which is why I'm filming in it. But I do enjoy taking time out of my day or my week, whenever it may be, to stop and just clean. Because yes, I'm a messy person. I have a messy room. Who doesn't? But I do really enjoy the feeling a clean environment and a clean room gives me. So cleaning is actually something that I really enjoy. Maybe I should say tidying or straightening up instead of cleaning, because the thought of scrubbing a toilet or something like that does not bring me joy, but cleaning my room does. Going along with that, taking care of the people that I love and doing things for them also makes me really happy. For example, my boyfriend left for work this morning. I made his bed after he was gone. And that just doing little things like that for him because I love him makes me happy. I also wish I was a better cook because I do enjoy cooking and making things for him, but I gotta work on that. I am not the best cook in the world, but I do bake very well. I love creating, and that for me takes many, many forms. I wish I could just pick one thing and stick to it, but I love variety, so I do everything instead of picking one thing. I love drawing, painting, singing, dancing, video editing, photography, videography, acting. There are just so many things that I love to do that are my creative outlets, and I love everything that I do. But I feel like if I could just pick one, then I would be really successful and really good at it, but because I can't, I just do everything, and I'm kind of good at everything. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way because yes, I love acting, and yes, I love doing YouTube and social media, but I wouldn't want to give one up over the other, which is why I do everything. And I also love doing my makeup. I love looking at makeup. I love watching other people do makeup. I love doing it on myself, doing it on others. It's just such a fun, creative outlet for me, and there are so many varieties of it. You can do editorial makeup, you can do face painting, you can do beauty makeup, so many things, and I just love exploring every aspect of it. And also the makeup itself. I love looking at the designs of different components. I love looking at all the colors that are available. I love looking at eyeshadow palettes. And the marketing of it also fascinates me. I'm sure many of you have already watched the Jeffree Star documentary by Shane Dawson this year, and seeing the business side and the marketing side of makeup is also really neat, so I love that as well. I love hearing choirs. Listening to a full-on professional choir in a gorgeous space like a church with beautiful acoustics makes me so, so happy. There's a Christmas concert I go to every year that's local with my mom, and there's this wonderful choral society, and they put on the most beautiful Christmas concert I've ever gone to. And I love that it's local people, but it's like professional quality, and they hold free concerts, which is also amazing. And going hand in hand with that, I also love organs. Oh my gosh. Listening to an organ concert makes me so, so happy. Toccata and Fugue in D minor. If you guys have watched my channel for a long time, you know that's my favorite. And there is nothing quite like sitting in a beautiful church, completely quiet, and then hearing an organ start to play. Ugh, amazing. I love playing piano. I started playing piano, I want to say maybe when I was about 8 years old. I am not classically trained or anything like that. I just had a piano tutor who came to my house once a week when I was younger, and I'm partially self-taught. I am not amazing, but I can sight read to some extent, and I just love improvising and playing and making things up as I go along. The piano has just always been something that I love. I love listening to it, I love playing it, I get lost in the keys, and I love the challenge of it, how both hands have to play something completely different in different timings and different spaces sometimes. and I just love everything about piano. I love dancing. I normally am not the most outgoing, or I don't know how you put it. I don't move a lot. I'm very sedentary because I'm either editing, doing makeup, sitting, I'm a very sedentary person. I lead a very sedentary lifestyle aside from my acting on the stage. And I noticed that the most because a couple of years ago when I first started acting in theater, I was very tight. I was very like this. I didn't move a lot. I didn't, extend my arms. I didn't jump around. So I love dance in that it kind of gets me out of my shell and it makes me move. And it's great exercise too, so I love dancing. It's one of my favorite things. And one specific area of dance that I really love and I want to learn more about and do is pole dance. I've had one pole dancing lesson because I couldn't afford more than that, but it was enough to give me a taste of what it would be like. And I love it. I admire people who can pole dance so much because it is really, really hard. Because you are literally lifting your body weight and swirling around on a pole, and it's just so much fun and I love it. It also made me feel really confident and really sexy too. Another thing that's physical that I love is running. I was actually on my high school track team. I did relay races, I did long distance sprinting, I also did hurdles and shot put and discus. But running was my favorite. I used to get what they call runner's high, which is when I'd run and I just feel so happy and elated, I just couldn't wait to do more. I also used to do some 5Ks and those were really fun. I miss those. This is kind of random, but I love the smell of freshly cut grass. I don't know why, but it's just very, very pleasing to me. Especially in the summer, I love driving past someone who's cutting their lawn and just... It is one of my favorite things that I can smell. It's like aromatherapy for me, and the smell of freshly cut grass will make me smile every time. Cutting my nails makes me happy. I don't know why, I cannot stand the feeling of having long nails. I don't know how women with long claws do it, but I tried letting them grow out a couple of times, but I always end up cutting them. I just can't. And it's very satisfying to me to be able to just cut them and have them shaped to the way that I like, so I like cutting my nails. I love Alice Cooper. I have been to many of his concerts live. Whenever he comes to New York, I always try to go. There's just something about him. I love his music, I love his aesthetic, and just seeing him perform live gives me such a natural high. And this past August, I actually went and saw him, not front row, but I would say 4 rows from the front. And that was the most amazing experience of my life. Seeing someone that I love, an artist that I adore and love their music, I want to say probably 10 feet away from me was surreal, and I want to do it again. I was instantly hooked, but the seats were really expensive, so I don't know if I can. But whenever I'm able to, I want to see him live, front row if possible. There's just such an amazing energy at his shows that I love, and it really pumps me up. It just makes me feel so happy. I love it. I love food. I love all food, but unfortunately all food does not love me because I do have celiacs. I can't have processed sugar or gluten, which is most breads, pastas, etc. Of course, that being said, my favorite foods are things like ribs, cinnamon buns, stuffed crust pizza, cheesy bread. Ugh, I die for cheesy bread. And my tastes change with every day. One day I'll crave pickles, the next day I'll crave a mustard and turkey sandwich. It's very strange, I know. But I have always been a very big eater. I eat a lot of food, and I like it a lot. I also really like the experience of eating food with people that I love, like a sit-down dinner with my parents or extended family and friends, or eating with my boyfriend. That's something that I really enjoy and it makes me happy. I love when men express emotion. Explain a little bit there. I feel like society tells men that they are not allowed to cry, they're not allowed to be overly happy or overly expressive, but it's more manly to not express emotion as strongly as, say, a woman does. So whenever I see men sing or cry or just express any strong emotion, happiness, joy, it just makes me so happy to see that. Like, yes, express yourself. It's okay. It doesn't make you any less of a man to cry because you're happy or if you're sad. I don't know why that's a thing for me, but I love it when guys express their emotions. But I also really love it when men sing. I don't know what it is about the male voice, but it just hits something in me, and I just love hearing tenors, bassists. I don't think that's the right word. I just love the male voice. I love hearing men sing. I love getting lost in a really big book. When I was younger, I used to read a lot. and I was known for being a very fast reader, and I'm still kind of a fast reader, but I have slowed down as I've gotten older, which makes me very sad. But I love just getting a really thick book and sitting down and losing myself for hours and hours on end. Although I will say it has been a long time since I've been able to do that because I'm always so busy. But I do love just sitting down, reading a book, having a nice hot drink, and curling up under a blanket. And in terms of books, I love fantasy. Fantasy's my favorite. Never been a fan of nonfiction. I find it too dry and boring. I love fantasy, like The Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Although, that being said, I am reading my very first nonfiction book that I have, I think, ever. And I'm finding it very interesting. This is by Michael Moss. It's called Salt, Sugar, and Fat. It's about fast food and how the food giants hooked us. And because of my celiacs, I find this very, very interesting. So if you're looking for an interesting nonfiction read, highly recommend this one. I really love being on the beach, walking on the beach, just laying in the sand. I love everything about the beach. That also ties into my loving being by the ocean and the water, sailing ships, which stems from my love of Pirates of the Caribbean. One of my favorite movie series of all times, can quote every single movie except the 5th one because that one was terrible. We don't talk about that one. But I love being by the ocean. The smell of the ocean is amazing. And one of my dreams was to go on an old-fashioned sailing ship and just have a cruise around the world, or even just to go to the Caribbean. So sailing ships, definitely something that I love. And here comes some stereotypical goth things. I love cemeteries. I love being in them. I love the look of them. I just love dead people. They're great. They don't argue with you. They're very quiet. But I remember when I was younger and I was in college, there was a cemetery next to my school, so I'd go out there because the Wi-Fi extended into the cemetery and I would write my English papers. Those are some good times, I miss that. I haven't found any cemeteries with Wi-Fi since. If you know any, let me know. I love black clothing. Shocking. I just love black clothing in general. Everything matches. There's just something about it that I find comforting. I don't know why that is. I'd be curious to know the psychological reasons behind why I love what I love. That's a video. But love black clothing. I always gravitate towards it. I love metal music and rock and classical. I love all music except for, I'm not a big fan of country. R&B is okay, rap, jazz is good. My favorite genres are definitely rock and metal. I love fresh sheets after a shower. Getting into a clean, nicely made bed after being all clean myself. Oh, it's just such a good feeling. I love it so much. That being said, I also really love hot showers. And when I say hot showers, I mean scalding hot. I saw a meme once that said something along the lines of, women love hot showers because it reminds them of hell, which is where they come from. Can relate. I also really love sugar scrubs, and my favorites are from, oh gosh, I forget the name, Tree Hut. I believe it's Tree Hut. But they have 2 scents that I really, really love. I forget what they are, but I'll put them up here on screen so you guys can see. I love the smell of these. I've bought them many times. And I just love using sugar scrubs to get off all the dead skin that accumulates, and it's just such a nice feeling to be all squeaky clean. Sugar scrubs are also really good for your feet. I love cereal. I've had a really strong craving for cereal the last couple of weeks, and I don't know why, but I just love something about a bowl of cereal with some milk. Maybe it's because it makes me think of my childhood. But I just love cereal. It's my favorite. I also really like hot towels and massages. I love getting full body massages, and the hot towel that they put on your face and parts of your body as part of that. Oh, so, so good. And the last thing that I can think of for now is open fields. I love farms, I love meadows. I just love seeing wide open spaces that I could run in potentially, or ride in with a horse. That's also something that I love. I don't know if I put this in the video, but I love horses, but ever since I had to put my horse down, it's been kind of a hard area for me to think about or talk about. Yeah, I love horses. They're beautiful, majestic animals. Jeez. Even just thinking about it now, I'm getting emotional. My horse was the best Christmas present I ever got when I was about 10, and I miss him a lot. Whew, I was not expecting to get emotional making a happy video, but there you go. I'm trying to think about things that make me happy, not make me sad. I love acting. There's nothing like it in the whole world. I love becoming different characters and getting to play dress up. It's like every kid's dream. And I really love being in musicals. That's my favorite form of acting, for sure. And last but not least, of course, the things that I love and that make me happy are my family and friends, and my boyfriend. Well, that's it. That's my video on all the things that make me happy that I can think of at the moment. I'm sure as soon as the camera turns off I'll be like, oh wait, I forgot that, but it's okay. That's for another video, another time. Thank you so much for watching my video of all the things that make me happy, and let's spread some positivity. Leave me some things that make you happy down in the comments below. Hope you have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.